estás con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para verlo siempre, despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo. Tú y yo descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron con nuestro pelo negro, con todos los marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada, vengo sin...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Looking at Los Angeles, they're coming in off a win in their last game against Denver. A terrific underdog win in that last game. They're feeling good, looking to keep it up tonight. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college. Jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibility, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard.
It's the home of the Clippers here in Los Angeles as 2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. Welcome to what... Change here. Redick is checked in. Brooklyn leading by 5. Setting the floor for the Nets. Franklin in at the 4 spot. He's out there with Spates. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Andrew Goudlock. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Doc Rivers. He told me it's a fun challenge trying to slow down a team that's so cagey and opportunistic offensively. He said, of course we've done our scouting, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end. Guys, they'll have to be solid defensively. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. So keeping the opposing shooters in check, guys, they're making that a very high priority right now.
I think that's smart. I mean, you have to identify what your opponent's strengths are, and he's done it correctly.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, if you let their shooters get even a tad comfortable, you're playing with major fire there.
Nets passing it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Franklin. And it falls over the rim and in.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Ball outside. Feeds it to Griffin. Back to Paul. Shoots the 3. Can't get it to go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
An East-West showdown, only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Goudlock dishes to Franklin. Kicks it to Spates. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. A different look for the Clippers. Smith checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Boozer comes in for Blake Griffin. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jeff Green.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Paul with the ball. He had 22 points in the win against Denver.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, you know that it's very, very true. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Smith. Griffin comes in for Boozer. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Paul in for J.J. Redick. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Spates checked in for Lopez. Franklin comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Gary Neal. And it's Andrew Goudlock in for Jarrett Jack. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Donald Sloan out there with Chris Paul. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there. For the Clippers.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Goudlock passes to Spates. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Green kicks to Paul. Back to Green. Rob. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Franklin, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Jeff Green picks one up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Franklin. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
They set the screen. Hollis Jefferson passes to Franklin. Griffin with the steal.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
And Goudlock kicks to Franklin. Out to the right wing. Passes to Goudlock to the left wing. The Nets working the ball around now. Franklin can't hit.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Griffin with the steal. Paul outside. Here's Sloan. They shoot again. Again, Los Angeles.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And we're through the...
Thank you, Kevin.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Welcome. Substitution here for the Clippers. Smith checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Boozer comes in for Blake Griffin. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Paul. So for Brooklyn now, Franklin, he's in at the 4 spot. He's out there with Spates. Jarrett Jack is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Kilpatrick in at 2 guard. To the middle, fires from the line. Here's Spates, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Spates has got 6.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Green, no luck. Nets leading by 3. Kilpatrick passes to Franklin. It's good from about 19 feet. He has 7.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Hollis Jefferson passes to Franklin. Down low. And Spates with the basket on the assist by Freak. Spates has got 8 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. The Clippers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. The free throw drops for Jeff Green. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one.
Kevin, thank you. Chris.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan. Blake Griffin, the fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was... And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.
Who would you say is to blame for your team's recent struggles? You or your teammates?
We all got to take the blame here. It's a team effort, whether we're winning or losing. And that means me as much as everyone else. Let's try with the trap, though. Next.
How much blame do you place on your teammates after not finding a way to pull out a win?
Good try. But I ain't falling into that trap. But to simplify your question, we didn't do what we had to do to win the game. Simple as that. And that's on every single one of us. Not me, not the rest of my teammates, everyone. And we'll figure out what we need to do to keep that from happening next time. End of story.
I saw your longtime girlfriend, Yvette Mendenhall, was in attendance at the game today. So when are you going to get her a ring?
Okay, wow. We turning this press conference into an episode of As the Freak Turns or something? Because I know you didn't just go from talking basketball to asking me when I'm going to propose to the most beautiful girl in the world. Hi, baby. I know you're listening, Yvette. So let's just say that she knows exactly where we stand, and the rest ain't none of your business. All right? That's it for tonight, y'all. Thank you.